In the serene region of Western Kenya, along the quiet Asian shores of Lake Victoria, my story begins. A 5-year-old girl barefooted standing where water meets the land. The sand is cold beneath my feet, soft and forgiving. The lake stretches endlessly before me, shimmering under the sun.
About the author. Margaret Ngoya is a Kenyan author, caregiver, humanitarian, storyteller, and founder of the Ngoya Empowerment Foundation. She has overcome hardship, loss, and sacrifice, and through her writing, she inspires readers to transform pain and loss into growth, resilience, and purpose. The third question is perhaps the hardest. What will you do with your pain? Because pain is inevitable, it finds us, tests us, and that healing into purpose. That is how my book, The Journey Back to Me, was born, not just as my story, but as a mirror for anyone who has ever felt unseen, lost, or uncertain. This journey has taught me that no one is truly broken. We are all becoming. One day, everything you have gone through will begin to make sense. I may not have become a doctor as I once imagined, but life shaped me into a healer in ways I never expected, through pain, through silence, and through survival. My story is not perfect, but it is powerful, and it stands as proof that what was meant to break you can also build you. As Michelle Obama beautifully writes in Becoming, there's a power in allowing yourself to be known and heard, in owning your unique story, and in using your authentic voice. In telling my story, I found the strength to rise, and so can you. 88. Training and Journey. God began placing mirrors before me. Women my age. Single mothers. Women raised by single mothers. My story repeated again and again in different faces, different accents, different countries. It was not coincidence, it was revelation. Even far from home, I met women from across the world, Filipinas, Indonesians, Africans, each carrying a pain that felt familiar. Different lives, same wound. Slowly, my eyes opened. I began to see patterns, not just in my life, but across generations. God was showing me something I had never noticed before, that my story was not punishment, but preparation. He wanted me to see clearly so that I could help break cycles that had lived too long. In those moments, I remembered the words spoken to me, that I had a story the world needed to hear. And I began to believe it. Not because my life was perfect, but because it was real. Because it carried truth. I came to understand that light is not something we find outside ourselves, it is revealed through trials. Through honesty. Through courage. Writing became the place where that light began to emerge. What once felt like pain began to transform into purpose. I realized that the very things I thought disqualified me, my brokenness, my losses, my failures, were the same things preparing me to reach others. My story was no longer just mine. It became a message for women who were still bleeding silently, for those who believed their pain made them less.
And this is the journey back to me.